What's good, everyone? It's RyanHipHop100.com. I appreciate all the love and support. We got a special guest here with us. I'll let him introduce himself.
Whoa, what? What's up? It's Q Gambino, man. Brooklyn zone, Born Block zone, man. We out here in LA, man, kicking it. New album on the way. We talking about it all. So make sure you tune in. You dig?
All right, man. So coming from Brooklyn, man. We're out here in California now. So Brooklyn, it's a historic city for not just music, but for many things. So growing up in Brooklyn, like how was that? How was that? And it's like when you were a kid, like what made you want to get into rap? Was it like a certain artist, a certain thing?
Yeah, I mean Brooklyn was a little bit of everything, man. You do have your good parts, your bad parts. We grew up on Born Block, so kind of a bad part. But you know, when you're in the bad part, you kind of strive for better stuff. And my favorites, like artist-wise, coming out, man, definitely like the Pacs, the Bigs. Those was kind of like motivation. You know what I mean? You love those golden era, that golden era part of me, just for like the rawness of the music. And then Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers, man, out of Queens. Tragic got gunned down. You know, rest in peace to him. That's like one of my favorites of all time. So kind of hearing him, the way he was with the lingo and the words, that kind of made me want to, you know what I mean? That gave me that extra to jump into music, you know? So definitely, man, rest in peace to him.
So with Stack Bundles, was that in Far Rockaway, Queens, or was that?
Yeah, Far Rock.
Okay, yeah. What was it, 07, 08, around there?
Oh, I believe that 07, 06.
Yeah.
Definitely, man, tragedy.
So like now, like coming from like New York, like I watched one of your other interviews, and I think the guy asked you about like the style or the sound of New York music.
Yeah.
Like what besides yourself, like musically in like 2021, like how would you describe the sound of New York City?
Well, it kind of separates. 'Cause Brooklyn, I feel like Brooklyn right now, for instance, is more drill. You know what I mean? Everybody coming out of Brooklyn, they want to hear that drill. But one thing I do like, that New York raw is still there. You know, you do have your Davies, your Dawn Q's, your Young M.A.'s who still give it to you like 100%. So it kind of up to the preference, but I love what Brooklyn's doing, man. From 5E to East to Q, like all of that is doing good because it's bringing light to what we doing. You know what I mean? So definitely, man. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. We out here, Born Block.
And, I was watching some of your music on YouTube. You did a song with the what's his name? The dude from No Limit. Wasn't that right?
Yeah. Crazy. We did two actually. We did shout out No Limit Gangsta and my man Crazy, man. The whole No Limit camp, man. Shout out to them. They've been showing me crazy love, man. The whole New Orleans.
So like was like Master P like influence as a kid? Cause like here in LA, like here in LA, like a lot of people I noticed, like they're like hella influenced by like Master P and Boozy, and like is that how it is in like Brooklyn too? Like
probably not so much from P, cause P coming from the South.
Right.
Brooklyn, it'll be more J.
Yeah.
For music wise.
Yeah.
But P was more motivation for me from the business point of view. I didn't get into the music until later. You know what I mean? Until I got older. But as a young, of course, it's J. You looking up to J's everything. But business wise, like Master P was the guy. And then now I get older, I get to reflect on the music. And you know what I mean? I fell in love with it. And that's what kind of made me want to go out and get the records in with Crazy, Gangsta, and records is phenomenal, man. Y'all got some time, go check out those videos, man. Told ya, and what's the other one? No Limit.
So how'd you link up with him?
Gangsta, I reached out, and then well, with Gangsta, I was tagging Gangsta in the vids that we was dropping. We was doing these Bino mixes every week, hitting them probably like 10 weeks straight, knocking them out the park. I just kept tagging him, and he wound up fucking with them, and we just kind of just started talking from there. And then when I came out, man, I got my man Crazy on there, and phenomenal work, man. I ain't gonna lie, them guys, the whole No Limit camp is showing me crazy love, man. So definitely shout out to them.
See, cause like someone like myself, like I really love like hip hop. So when I see stuff like that, I think it's cool. Cause like some of these younger people, they're like, oh yeah, fuck this, fuck that. Like I get it, it's cool and all, but it's like sometimes you gotta, you know, even to like be on a track with someone older who can give you information or tell you, you know, like I bet the 90s in hip hop was wild from just
wow.
Because like hip hop was different back then. It was becoming big. It was just a lot of.
And it was real.
Yeah.
That's like the highlight. It was real, man. You know what I mean? And now, not saying it's not real, but a lot of it honestly is not. You know what I'm saying? Even the feeling, the messages, like it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? You do have your artists though that's trying to do it, but it's not the same. So like me, I going back doing records with them, man, from linking with them and everything, just like the game they showed me. You know what I mean? Things that they learned, you know what I mean, over the years, and even working with P and just stuff like that, man. That helps my team, that helps me. You know what I mean? It's just everything kind of connects. And I think that's now, like, the youth don't look at the older guys. They look at them like, oh, they outdated. You know what I mean? But hip hop is it just repeats, man. You know what I mean? You might not see it, but that shit always repeats. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy you say that, because I always tell people like that, because like someone maybe like a month or two ago, they're like, Ryan, you know, like some people don't got lyrics nowadays. I'm like, man, you listen to some of that shit in the 90s, and motherfuckers wasn't saying shit back then too.
I mean, you do have,
some of them were.
Have your some, yeah.
But it's like,
it comes down to preference.
Yeah, and it's like, you're right, it repeats. Because it's like, I remember when I was a kid, you play Silk the Shocker, people would get hella mad, and then some people would love it. And it's like nowadays, it's like you play, like this is just an example, you could play like Playboy Cardi, someone gets mad, someone loves it. So it's like hip hop really, it's always kind of been the same. It's just different styles, and some things are a little more mainstream than what they used to be. And some things, like, you know, like some people tell me like, you know, like lyrics don't matter, which is not true at all. Like you said, like it's your preference. It's what you want to do and what you give to the world. Because it's like, you know, like I've seen a lot of people do this and do that, and it's like if you tap in with your target audience, like that shit. Yeah.
See, but what I would say though, the people who do got the lyrics, they the ones that be here 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody else, 90% of the game come in for 2 years.
Right.
After 2 years, they gone. You know what I mean? After that one hit, by the time they drop that second single, it's already a decline. The decline started, and you know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before they gone. So I would say that too. Like people the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, man, the people that actually with substance that people don't look at like they lit or something because they don't have the chains or, you know, that image. Them guys is doing it, man. And the music speaks for itself too, so that's another thing.
So like, all right, so it's what, 2021. So the COVID-19 came, kind of fucked everything up. So how's New York looking with the COVID situation? 'Cause I remember like last year I kept hearing it was crazy and this and that. So how's New York City looking now?
It is crazy. They always think about like shutting down the city again and stuff. Honestly, is the people gotta want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like if, for example, the vaccine right now that everybody's like so 50-50 about, like you can't force people to do things, and you know that's one thing I honestly don't like. Not to be political at all, but like just seeing how they trying to take measures for people to make sure that they getting the vaccine, it's crazy. You know, like limiting travel or stuff like that. People, you gotta leave people the option. You know what I mean? Like leave it to them. But you know that's another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, it definitely like it's been crazy. Like just like every city, man. The whole COVID thing, it kind of put a break on stuff, but we still, you know what I mean, we still moving around, still trying to make things, like, especially for me, because we always on the road. So once it hit, it kind of like stalled everything, like 4 months. It's like, damn, we can't travel, you know what I mean? Because you got worries and stuff, people got kids, and, you know, but we got to make moves, man.
Because I remember every time I've been to New York City, it was just like a lot of events. I don't know if you know, I think it's in the fall. It's in the fall of each year. It's like a music week. I forgot the name of this shit. When I used to fuck with Sony, I went out there. I forgot the name of this week. It's like a week long. It's always in October. I don't know if they still do it. And they have all these different events and showcases. I forgot the name of that shit. Nah.
It's is it AC?
No, not
AC3. That's Atlanta.
Yeah, that's Atlanta. I forgot the name of this shit. But I remember when I was in New York City, it was just like different like events and shows. And that's why I was asking about the COVID thing. Like when things get better, like you think you'll be doing like a lot of shows in New York
back
or?
Home? I think so. But I don't feel like anytime soon they going. Cause like now they do have little things, but there's limitations, you know. So you might be able to perform, but it's probably only 20 people there. You know what I mean? And so it's not really like beneficial in a way. But of course, I feel like people should still keep working. I think that's one of the biggest things I feel like did come out of it though. I like how people are kind of becoming entrepreneurs. You know, that's one of the biggest things I did admire, if you had anything to, you know, like about it. But seeing how people kind of depended on themselves and went out and tried to do their own stuff, that was incredible. That's the only thing I kind of did like. So artist wise too, like it gave us it made us want to connect with fans better. You know what I mean? Like it kind of put us in a position where we feel like we need fans, which we do, but a lot of artists feel like they don't. So it definitely was great for me. Like I love interacting with my fans, and that was one of the the best things I could say out of it.
So, like over the years, I've heard a lot about like the gentrification in Brooklyn. Like, is that still? I remember, I think it was like 2014, 15. I used to hear about it all the time. Like, is that still rising, or has it slowed down, or is it still?
Nah, it's still rising. But you do got some part of Brooklyn where it's like it's gonna take a little while for that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brownsville side and it's a little east that whole that's gonna take a little while. But for the most part, man, everywhere is definitely changing and stuff. So it's getting better.
So you said you got a new album coming out soon.
Yeah, so we dropping an EP. It's called For the Dreamers. About 7 songs. I'm gonna have my guy Crazy on there, Eastwood. Am and Day, shout out to her. That's, that's my brody right there. We always working. But a light EP, just for the fans. The album probably be around where we looking at like August. Long Gambino, we gonna drop it full, and then so right now we just running pretty much every city, building it up again.
Okay, so how'd you get your name? How'd you get your name?
The Q Gambino?
Yeah.
So Q is for my pops. My pops is his name is Quest, but they called him Q for short. And then the Gambino, I feel like I resemble Carlo Gambino from the Gambino family. Like he's a quiet older dude, but behind the scenes, like he moves everything. You know what I mean? Right. You wouldn't tell if you're just looking at him, but there's a lot that he do behind. So I feel like that kind of resembles me. You know what I mean? So
you got like a favorite like a mafia movie? Is it like
favorite mafia movie?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite. I mean, 'cause you got so many. But The Godfather, definitely The Godfather. 1 and 2. I wasn't too big of a fan of 3.
Yeah.
1 and 2 was definitely. And then I mean, of course, the Scarface.
Which one did they kill Luca Brasi in? Which one did he die in?
That's the first one.
I don't remember.
Each one's like 3 and some change.
Yeah. I remember when I was mad when the brother was set up by his wife's brother. You remember that? That shit didn't sit well with me. Like Crazy. They walked into that shit. But I remember like I used to watch Goodfellas a lot. I used to watch that one a lot. Trying to think what other movies. You seen The Usual Suspects? It's not like a mafia movie, but it's like some crime shit.
I don't think I seen that one.
Yeah, you gotta check that one out. Yeah. Like it takes place in LA, and it's about like this like a robbery at the port near Long Beach. And I don't want to give it away. It's some real crazy shit. It's with like Kevin Spacey and a few other. It's from 1995. You gotta watch that shit. It's some crazy shit.
We're gonna check it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna check it out.
And then like so like growing up, so like what I watched a lot of like movies and shit growing up. I'd be like 7 years old watching Friday. Then I'd watch like Scream. Then I'd watch like Friends or some shit. I just watch everything. So like, did you watch a lot of TV growing up?
Yeah, definitely, man. We always like I used to sneak with my parents. We used to watch Sopranos. That was one of the favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love horror movies. That's my favorite.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Halloween. Definitely like
Mine
Halloween.
Too. Yeah.
Collection.
Yeah.
Man.
They shot that in Pasadena in maybe like 10 minutes.
Which
from
one?
Here. The first one.
The first one?
Yeah, because Pasadena, it kind of looks like the Midwest. But like if you watch the first Halloween one from 1978, you'll notice the palm trees in the background.
Fire.
Because like have you ever been to like Illinois?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm in Chicago, but nah.
Yeah. Because like when you get to like the small towns of Illinois, they kind of got houses like this, and like it kind of looks similar to like Pasadena out here in California. And they shot the first one there. Yeah, Halloween is my favorite.
So I wanted to go to we was going to North Carolina. They got the original house in North Carolina.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for the from the original. So I wanted to go see it, but it's like they got like a little museum. I don't think nobody's actually like living out of it. Yeah, they got like a whole Halloween setup. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, because Halloween was always my favorite, man. And then Scream used to crack me up, man. For prank calling people.
But I feel like they ran it off, man.
Yeah,
What, it
yeah.
ran to what, 5?
They're making a new one.
4? Another one?
Yeah, I think the 5th one's gonna be out next year.
With her again?
Yeah.
Oh, they
yeah.
gotta kill her.
Yeah.
She gotta go. Like, it's a matter of time.
That shit.
She gotta go.
Like, that shit used to crack me up when I was. I don't know why I was watching that at like 8 years old, but nah.
Those are classics.
It's like one thing about like the older movies from like the 90s is the soundtracks would go along with them. So I remember like I used to find out so much good music on the soundtracks.
Soundtracks.
I know you seen Fresh, right? That was one of my favorites as a kid.
My favorite is when what you say, he got the stupid dope moves, Joe?
Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah.
Chucky. Everyone gotta check that one out. But I just used to watch a lot of movies. Now I remember like sometimes when I'm in the studio or I'm just thinking like I want to sample certain scenes from movies if the song is similar, because I just love movies a lot. But yeah, man, like I remember as a kid I always used to watch like I was living in Maryland and I always used to tell like my dad, like, man, let's go to the Bronx, I want to go to Yankee Stadium. But he didn't want to take me, so I used to watch all these movies about New York. I used to watch this show, it's called like New York Undercover. I remember I just used to
what's your favorite LA movie?
My favorite LA movie, my favorite LA movie. All right,
you got a lot, man.
Yeah, like I would say my favorite one is called Gang Tapes. It's from 2000, and it's like this kid.
You seen that one? You seen that one? Super.
You seen it?
I never seen that one.
Yeah, like the kid, he finds like his big homies do a robbery, and this is in the year 2000. So they find like he has like a camcorder, and then they film themselves throughout the summer.
Running it.
It's kind of like Snow on the Bluff.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. It's like Snow on the Bluff, original.
Yeah. And then, but like Menace to Society. I like Poetic Justice. Friday.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Boys in the Hood.
Those are the
Yeah, like there's a lot of other ones too. I'm trying to think because I'm trying to dig deep into them. Of course, Colors. Like I like Colors. There's a lot of cool sitcoms from the 90s. Like there's this one show with Lorenz Tate who played O-Dog from Menace to Society. It's like it's like a comedy drama. It's called South Central. That's a real cool show. I like that one. But yeah, you gotta check out Gang Tapes.
I gotta check it out.
That
so
one.
was talking about, you seen it? I gotta see it.
Yeah. It's like Snow on the Bluff, in a sense. And that one's good. And then I'm trying to think what else, man. But yeah, it's cool to have you out here, because I always tell people, no matter what you do in life, especially if you're like making music, you gotta travel. You gotta go meet and see other people and other things, because it's like, like coming from like Brooklyn and LA, really like any big city, I notice people have a lot of pride, which is a good thing. But I always tell people like there's a whole big world out there, rather than where you're from, because it's like I always encourage people to travel, whether it's St. Louis, Dubai, Canada, just go
see the world.
Yeah, because it's like you're gonna meet so many new people and understand so many new perspectives. But then again, I can't wait to go back to New York personally.
Yeah, you gotta come out. You gotta come to Brooklyn. You gotta come fuck with me in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You gotta come out.
I want to be out there.
We could go around the Marcy for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, man, that was crazy, because last time I was in New York City was 2014, and I saw the Marcy Projects, and it's like I'm a huge fan of Jay-Z. Like I love his music. I think it's just because I was like growing up in the 90s. Like Jay-Z was just like Jay-Z, Nas, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Just
what part of Marcy was on? Because it's like, I mean, I know the whole thing is Marcy, but it's like two sides.
Is it Atlantic Avenue? I remember. Was it Atlantic? Is there Atlantic Avenue?
Nah, it is, but because you got Park Avenue.
Yeah.
So Nostrand, Park, Mav.
Yeah, it was around there, like Park, Atlantic.
Probably on your side.
Yeah, probably Park and Marcy. Yeah. Probably right by the song.
Yeah, because it was and I talked to some people, and some would say like it's changed, but then again I look around and I can see certain things that didn't look like
it changed, but it's you there.
Yeah. See, like that's the thing. Like see, projects are a funny thing, because like in LA they have projects, but it's not like New York. They're not like stacked upon each other. So like in LA it's like they're just all spread out. Like in Watts you got the Nickerson Gardens, Jordan Downs, Imperial Courts, but it's like
is it like houses?
Yeah, like I'm trying. Yeah.
That was I think we was in Charlotte, and it was like where we had a crib at. It was like, yo, this is a bad area. I'm just looking around like I don't see it. You know what I mean? But I'm so used to projects. You know what I mean? Where we all gated in. But,
yeah.
You know, it's houses. That's really what come down to. Like, it's just the whole area itself probably be bad. But I'm using that. Like, projects for us is, if you want a side block, I'll be like, all right, it ain't nothing. But the projects, that's how we looking at it. Like, the projects is bad. But over here is the area itself, you know?
Like Watts, they got like 3 projects in it. Well, you got like the 3 famous ones: Nickerson Gardens, Jordan Downs, Imperial Courts. Then you got like little smaller ones like off
around
like, it. Yeah, like off Avalon. But that's like older people are just. It's not like Nickerson Gardens or Jordan Downs. And they knocked down some of the Jordan Downs. There was like a good side and a bad side. But shout out to everyone from Grape Street, man. Grape Street, Jordan Downs. Yeah, it's a cool place down there. But it's like Watts. Like there's a lot of history there. Like you're in town for just today.
We when we fly back tomorrow. Tomorrow we head to New Orleans.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. But like Watts just has a lot of history. You know, like Sanford and Son, like that show was based in Watts. A lot of Watts is like I was watching Everybody Hates Chris. My daughter loves that show, and I did some research. I don't know if this is still true, but I was reading. It said Bed-Stuy had the largest like African American population in the country. Is that true?
It's probably a ratio.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Probably a ratio, and we probably have the largest ratio.
Because I noticed like when I was in Brooklyn, there's like a lot of historical shit when I look around when I was there. Yeah. Like that's how Watts is. There's like a lot of deep history, a lot of powerful. Like when people, like it's kind of fucked up. Like when people think of like Brooklyn or Watts, they might think of some crazy shit. But it's like when you really tap in, like you see a lot of good things. You see a lot of positive people. You see a lot of
negativity. Always gonna stand out though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, especially in America.
Like that shit always gonna stand out. That shit don't never change.
Barack Obama became president. They ruined the whole country. Man.
Is it?
Like they're still mad about that. Him and his wife did everything. I mean, ain't nobody gonna be perfect, but they were exceptional with the way they carried themselves. But like I said,
it's crazy.
But besides that, like, are there any artists you want to work with? Whether it's like New York or LA or any producers, video directors.
I really want to work with artists that money can't buy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a Jay-Z, a J. Cole, Kendrick. Even though, like, I mean, of course they probably charge, but it's to the point where they gotta want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't about the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else, I feel like is accessible, but the people, like, I want a Lauryn Hill track one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like the goal. But I know it ain't about the money. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the people I do want to work with. But everybody else, not really. You know what I mean? I like what we doing. We in our own world with it. You know what I mean? Just us, Double M, and we records with each other. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Like, see, like I like what you said, like in your own world, because I noticed, like, you know who Rod Wave is? Mm-hmm. So he's from St. Petersburg, Florida, and it's like you don't really hear hip hop from St. Petersburg, Florida. So it's like I feel like if you stay in your own world, I feel like it'll pay off. Yeah. Like you'll stay out the drama, you'll stay out the, you know, like you can still get money, still grow, but it's like if you're just in your own world, like you just gotta like.
That's the mind frame.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I feel like a lot of artists get blinded by all the extra shit that don't got nothing to do with music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that kind of results in downfalls a lot too. But it's really up to the artist himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like us, I don't see shit blinding us, man. You know what I'm saying? We so focused, like. Honestly, like me, low stage, that's it. You know what I mean? We head out any city, rock out, and you know what I mean. As long as we all on the same page, we good. Like super strong. So.
Right. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Nah, man. Make sure y'all go get that album. Album gonna drop soon. Dropping next month, man. EP for the Dreamers. Check out the visuals. We dropping them every week. My man Los working on a short film right now. That's gonna be crazy. Days drop, We Are Not the Same. By the time we probably put this out, We Are Not the Same is gonna be out. If not, it's available for pre-order right now. All platforms. Check us out, man. We working, man. Double M shit. You dig?